Sledding adventures. All right, so Grady's nickname is now Little Limp, or Lil Limp. So there's a reason why we call him that. So what you want to say? Like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago,
6 weeks ago, yeah.
probably. We went It snowed, and here it like barely ever snows. We got
like
at
inch.
least we got like half an inch, maybe a little bit bigger than that, and we got to go sledding. And we have this hill that's called the Suicide Hill. Shocker. Crazy name, right?
It's because
new guest on the podcast.
New guest on the podcast.
On the podcast. Come on. Okay, so what happened was we have this hill called the Suicide Hill, and so we decided, let's go down that hill.
It's a golf course.
It's a golf course, except on the golf course, there's this huge hill, and it has
like
these
an
bumps.
indent.
It has a bunch of bumps, and at the very bottom, it has this little tiny ramp. When you get a lot of snow, it's a very good hill because it kind of covers up the dent or the ditch in it. But since we only got half an inch, we were like, let's go sledding there. So the first day we go sledding there, everything's good. We have these purple sleds. We'll show a picture of the purple sleds here for you guys to see. The purple sleds are meant for one person and one person only. But these two decided, let's both go on it. So the first day they go on it. They go.
It was fun.
It
was
really
good.
A lot of fun.
Well.
We've tried it. We've all tried it. But, I was like, we don't have enough snow for two people to go on that thing. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. Me and Nolan here, we were just gliding on like the other sleds that we had. And we were having a lot of fun. So what we decided to do is, come back the next day after that. And so we come back, and it's even less snow, to where at some parts you could see just grass. So we were like, oh, we'll be fine, So when we go down the hill, everything's going good, then Grady and Oliver decide, let's both go on it again, together. And so they go, okay.
We did it.
And they get on
once.
it. Yeah, They go down perfectly fine. They did hit that ramp pretty well. And we
hit our heads back. And
and
I was in front. And the second time we decided to swap.
The second time they decided to swap. And so when they swapped, so when we're going down, what was I talking about?
When we swapped.
Okay, they swapped. After they swapped, I'm already down the hill because I went down first.
And we said video.
I hit my hand pretty well. It hurt. I get back up. I'm like, okay, that wasn't bad. They decide to both go on it. And so I'm like, okay. Grady screams, Eli, record this. I go, okay. I whip out my phone. I click record. And I go, all right, go. And they come down here. And they're going pretty quick. And they hit this bump. And when I say, I was following them, and I went ahead of them because I thought they were going to keep going. The ditch, they hit the ground. And when they hit it,
my leg was under
his leg got stuck underneath the sled. And Oliver was in the back. So all the momentum went forward.
All this weight pushed him into the ground.
Went straight into Grady's leg. Just absolutely shattered it. And, they roll down the hill. And as he's rolling, Grady goes, oh, I think I broke my leg.
You can hear it.
You can hear it. We'll show the clip. Roll the clip. Go.
Oh, I think I broke my leg. You okay? Oh.
So yeah, after that happens, I run up to Grady. I'm like, you good? And he was like, yeah. I was like, you want to see the video? And he was like, yeah. I show him the video. After I show him the video, he sits up, and, I go back up the hill. I'm going down. I'm going back and forth, and he's still sitting there. And I was like, dude, you good? And he was like, no, I think my leg's broken. I go, it's not broken. Stand up. And he goes, I can't stand up. He goes to try and stand up, and he actually can't. So I'm like, okay. You think it's broken? He was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, then we got to go to the ER. He's like, no, we're not going to the ER. No, we're not doing that. I was like, okay, well, we got to get up to the car, so let's walk to the car. He can't walk. So then I have to carry him all by myself all the way up what seems to be Mount Everest, a huge hill. And once we carry him back up there, we get him to the car, throw him in the car, and then we drive back home. Once we get home, we take his boot off and we see this huge, huge bruise on his leg. His leg looks like the size of Nolan's biceps, massive. And once we saw that, we were like, okay, you probably got to go to the hospital. We went to the hospital, figured out it was broken in what, 3 places? Yeah, 3 places. And so now tibia, and
Tibia, I think.
Yeah,
and
tibia.
some other spot. I don't know.
something like that. I don't know. I don't know much about it.
I don't really
Yeah.
care.
Well, he was wearing a boot for the past couple of weeks, and so now he's out of the boot, but he's walking like an old grandma.
You got
so,
limp.
yeah. So that's why we call him Lil Limp. Yeah.
Not that little.
Yeah.
Big, big limp.
Big limp.
Big limp. Yeah.
And
Putting
then
all that weight on that broken leg.
yeah.
But yeah, we're probably gonna for example, I'll show you guys a picture of Suicide Hill and what it looks like for reference, because it's a pretty big hill. So I'll show the picture right there. But yeah, I mean, it was like he had to. I mean, it was funny because when he was rolling down, he was like, "Oh, I think I broke my leg." It was probably the funniest
You can
thing
hear
ever.
him so clearly in
Yeah.
the video.
He says that about everything, so we didn't believe him.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say, he says like he broke this, he broke that every time he gets hurt, and he never does. So we never believed him.
Remember
But-
when you broke your arm
Oh,
in the
yeah,
basketball gym?
yeah, I
That's
remember
so
that.
That was
was
at
really
church. That was
Yeah.
VBS.
So
He
we
was
were
playing
at
football.
VBS and we were playing football in a gymnasium.
Bro thought he was like,
Odell
that-
Beckham.
yeah.
I thought I was
Ball.
OBJ, and so we're playing.
OBJ.
And did you know Braden threw me that pass?
Lil Braden, yeah.
Lil Braden.
That's what he
Lil
Lil
threw.
Bray.
He threw it to me, and I didn't know that. That was a god awful throw.
No, weren't you on defense? You were on defense.
Yeah, I was on defense. I was
so
guarding.
Don't blame him.
I was
don't blame
guarding
it on
6'7" Jeremy. 6 foot.
Damn, bro.
6'7" Jeremy, and I don't know what route he's running. It looked like just a post, and so he's running, and when he makes the cut, I fall behind him. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to catch up to him. I start full on sprinting towards him. When he's running, he makes he like kind of stops, and he's like looking at the ball, and I realize, oh, dude, that ball's like behind me. I might intercept this. I turn, I see the ball's like flying over my head. I go, I need to catch that. I jump for it. As I'm jumping, I don't know what happened. I think I like twisted my feet or something. So instead of like jumping and like landing like that, I did a full on belly flop. I like went up and like went flat and just hit my chin right here. It
And
did
your
nothing to it.
elbows.
And my
were-
elbows were like this. So I fell like face first
you
right
catch
into
it?
here. No, I did not catch
Oh,
it
dang
actually.
it.
It was like a
Oh, dang it.
and I fell.
All
I hit
that
my
for
arm.
what? You didn't even
What I
catch it.
what I actually thought was I thought I got knocked out because like after I hit the ground, I like got back up. I'm looking around. I was like, what just happened? So then I'm like, oh, okay, I missed. I get back up, walk back to the line of scrimmage, and we play one more play. And then I was like, dude, I cannot move my arm. It really hurts. And so then I sit back down. I'm like, oh yeah, I think that's broken. I've never had a broken bone. This was my first broken bone, so I don't know what it feels like. It just hurt like really bad. It was like a tingling pain.
Like really bad.
And so I go up to our youth pastor and I go, hey, I just broke my arm. And he goes, nah, you'll be fine. Just sit down. I go, okay. I sit back down, and then another one comes up. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I. Well, what really happened was Noah walked up to me and said, do you remember your verses? And I go, and my arm's broken at the time. I'm sitting there and I'm like,
Because we're at VBS.
I'm like,
Yeah, vacation
oh.
Bible.
I'm like sitting there. I'm like groaning in pain. I'm like, dude, what? And he goes, do you remember your verses? I was like, yeah. And I say them. I don't remember them anymore, but I say them. After I say them, he was like, okay, cool. And I was like, wait, no, I think I broke my arm. And he goes, oh, let me see it. He looks at it. He's like, no, it's probably just like sprained or something. I go, okay. And then afterwards, it keeps getting worse. And I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I walk into the nursery where my mom's at. So afterwards, I go to my mom. I'm like, hey, she's outside sitting on a bench. I walk up to her. I'm like, hey, I think I broke my arm. She goes, what? And I go, yeah, I think we need to go home. She's like, you think we need to go to the hospital? I'm like, I am not going to the hospital. We just need to go home because my dad has broken like a lot of bones, so he knows what a broken bone
He's
looks
a
like.
skateboarder and a snowboarder.
He's a skater boy, and so we get home. We're driving home, and I'm like kind of disappointed because I know it's gonna be broken. And my mom's like, "You want to make a bet on it? I'll bet you $5 it's not broken." I was like, "It's broken." We get home. My dad looks at my bone or my arm. It's starting to turn black and blue, and he goes, "Yeah, that's probably broken." And I go, oh. So then we decided, let's just go to the hospital. We get to the hospital. Turns out in the emergency room, you still have to wait. You have to wait about an hour. So we're sitting there waiting, and my arm's not feeling any better. We get in there, and I mean, dude, this place like grabbed my arm and was like bending it this way. Hey, we need to take a picture of this. It like bent my arm like this way. I was like, my arm doesn't move like that. And they did it anyway. And when they got the X-rays back, I was $5 richer. I for sure broke it.
It was not
Yeah.
worth it. You made a bet with
My mom made a bet with me $5 that it was not broken, and I said it was. And then, yeah, that's how you get $5 richer.
I'm pretty sure Nolan's the only one without like a major injury out of us
Yeah, you
four.
broke your finger.
Yeah,
He broke his
I
finger.
broke my
I always
finger.
get saved. Like,
He-
I
he's
was
mad
about to say.
lucky.
I decided to be saved.
You want to tell the story about the go-kart? You could tell your story about the go-kart, and we'll say what me and
So like, I was doing my school because like I was homeschooled back then, and like, so I was finishing up my school. Them two, Eli and Grady, they were outside. They were
Making lures.
no, they were
digging a pond.
they were
Oh,
driving the
yeah.
go-kart at first.
We were driving the go-kart at first, and this was a go-kart off Facebook Marketplace.
That we had to fix up.
That we had to fix up. We like
I finished up my school. I went outside. They apparently told me not to get in the go-kart.
we
Because we've been riding it.
explicitly told you do not. The go-kart first of all was hot. This is a midsummer,
It was
like
overheated.
peak of the summer.
Because
It
we
was
thought-
overheated.
We used it way too much.
We were like, dude, just don't ride it. You don't need to. We'll just help us dig up this little pond. Me and Grady were making like a little pond for like little fish or something like that. And so we told him, don't ride it, and tell him what happened.
Okay, well, I
He pressed the jump
really
button.
wanted to ride it because I hadn't got to ride it like all week because I was behind in school. But so I
This guy's stupid.
Okay, yeah.
I got in it anyway. So I was thinking about picking up Ollie
Yeah,
at
because I was at
first,
home.
because
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
he
I
wasn't
remember
there.
that.
So I was like, no. And so we started riding, and I was thinking about putting my buckle on, but like we were like, no, because
That's so unsafe, bro.
We were like, I was gonna buckle myself, but I was like, dude,
Because
no.
the buckles
I
are
like-
bad and they're like
They
sticky.
were really weird. They were insane.
And
Were
so,
you hitting it?
no, you just
Oh.
catch your voice. And so, yeah. So then he wanted to do it. So then he went and
buckles.
Yeah.
The buckles were like really hard to unbuckle. They were like sticky.
Yeah.
So I go up. I go in the woods. I do one loop. I'm coming down this hill, and then
yeah,
A loop? A
He was-
lap?
a loop, a lap.
What are you
talking about?
What are you on?
I did one loop.
so I was
Yes.
What?
Is that
What? I've never
weird?
heard a loop
He's
before.
never heard of that word.
Is that weird?
No.
Yes. It's
No.
What?
I did a loop.
Chat, is it
Around.
loop or lap? Chat.
definitely a lap.
All right, all
Well,
right.
you can use.
Well, you could. I use both.
I do lap.
One loop. Do another loop. What
That is kind of not thinking about it. That's
What?
kind of weird.
is it? Okay,
Well,
so
you,
he does.
you say
he
do
does-
another lap.
I do one lap,
Yeah,
and
there
then-
you go.
and then I'm coming down the hill, and
Me
so
and you
like,
are like jumping up and down saying, get out.
I had the helmet on, so I couldn't hear them.
Yeah, so he
Like,
does.
get out.
He goes up into the woods, comes back down this hill, and as he's coming down, we
just looked
we
over.
hear him. We hear the go kart coming back down,
And
and
it
it
just, like,
sounds like choo 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 choo.
And
It
then, like,
sounds like it's
stops.
breaking down, and we're like, what? And we look up and we see it,
And it just goes,
and it just slowly slows down, but it's like smoking at the back of it, and so we're like waving at him like this. We're like, what happened? And he's over there just stepping on the gas, trying to get it to go, restarting it, trying to get it
And
to
then
go.
he looks behind him and just sees that there's fire.
There is, when we look over there, we are now screaming at him to get out. He doesn't realize that he's wearing this huge helmet, and he doesn't realize that there's flames all over him. He's almost engulfed in flames, and we're screaming at him to get out of the go-kart, and he's doing nothing. He's still over there just stepping on the gas, trying to get it to go, and there's flames all over him.
And
Eventually he sees a little thing of smoke come over him, and he goes, oh, and jumps out of it.
Bro, he jumped out of that thing so fast.
That was the fastest I've ever seen him run in my life. He ran so fast all the way. Call 911. We didn't really probably need to call 911.
But even then, he didn't.
We thought it was gonna explode. So I guess
there
was a lot of gas.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
well,
because the gas was like spewing out.
Yeah,
of it.
Yeah, the gas.
Because I was
like,
stepping on the gas.
Yeah, that is true. Every time he stepped on the flames go higher.
Because if the gas didn't leak and it stayed in there, it would have exploded.
Yeah. So lesson
Well,
learned: one, don't buy.
Even on.
No, it was on. It was like rusted to a hole of gas went onto the motor.
But even then, he didn't get injured from that.
No, he didn't.
I don't think there's been a time where he's gotten like fully injured.
And then your finger's still.
Yeah, your finger.
We all play baseball. How long ago was it?
3.
Yeah, the last time I played baseball with Eli, I was on his team for 1 year. It's not high school baseball.
One
it's
game.
just yeah.
It was racquetball.
Yeah, it was recreational baseball, and I was playing third base.
Not a third baseman.
I'm a first baseman. I'm not a third baseman. And that ball came in hot. I was
like a fake.
I was pitching.
Were you
pitching? Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You don't
caused
remember?
it. You caused it then.
I pitched the ball.
You caused it.
I remember
tell him
thing that he was pitching.
I don't remember that.
Tell him what happened. I remember me pitching.
I was
once
playing-
you walked off the field,
your
I was
Mountain
like,
Dew go?
okay, I need to get this out.
Where'd your Mountain Dew go?
Check out my feet.
Oh.
No, it's not.
I
was like, it's at my feet. Oh,
I
no,
was
it's not.
playing third base, which, if anyone knows baseball, that's the hot corner. No, is
the
that
hot
what-
pocket. Hot pocket.
Hot pocket. Ooh, the hot pocket.
The hot pocket.
But for right-handed batters, that's like
if somebody
that's like the most common spot where they usually hit the ball.
And most people are right-handed.
Yeah, and most people in baseball are right-handed, and they hit it hard there. I'm not a third baseman. Back then, I didn't know how to ground a baseball, so the ball came at me.
Throw it like this.
Yeah, I went to go scoop it. It did take a bad hop. It bounced right into my ring finger, the tip of it. I didn't realize it at the time. I was like, oh crap, that's an error. I picked up the ball and I threw it. I didn't get him out.
Nope.
I was like, ow, my finger hurt. I'm going like this. I'm wearing all white pants. A white jersey. And then I looked down at my jersey and I'm like, why is there almost like a gallon of blood on my jersey and my pants? And then I kept going like that. I looked at my finger and I didn't realize it at the time, but the bone, the tip of my finger broke off the rest of my finger and went through my nail bed.
Yeah, so
my nail was sticking up, and it was like kind of pushed in a little bit. My nail was up. I was like, "Oh crap, that's not good."
He showed the other team's third base coach and just went like this. Just walked up to him and went.
Yeah, I was like,
"Look at my finger. Look at my finger."
I was like, "Coach, can you take me out the game?" I didn't start crying until they started wrapping it up because it didn't really hurt until then.
Well, that's how I remember I was pitching, was because all we needed was one out, and you made that error, and I was really mad at you. And I got the next batter out because a ground ball was hit to second base. Afterwards, I walked up there. I walked up to Oliver. I was like, "What happened? Why did you make that?" It would look like the easiest ground ball of his life. Messed it up, and still didn't get the batter out. I was like, "What happened?" I walk up to him. His finger is wrapped up about
it's
big.
Huge.
And I was
first of all,
I was like, "What happened?" And the mom goes, "He just broke his finger." I go, "What?" And I was
we didn't know he broke it.
That's what mom said.
No.
Yeah.
No, because we went home. We were at Nana's house. We were staying at Nana's house.
Yeah, but mom said she
thought it was broken.
No, but at Nana's house, I vividly remember everyone's telling me I'm stupid because I thought my finger was broken. You told me it's not broken.
Yeah, I did.
You just thought my nail came
Mom said
off.
it was broken though. At the game.
Well, yeah, you didn't believe her.
That's what I was gonna say, but you cut me off.
Well, yeah, you
Okay,
didn't
we
believe
cut this
her.
part out. Let's just go back on the story. Okay, you didn't think it was broken.
Me?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Okay.
He didn't think it was broken.
Because who breaks a finger from a ground ball?
Because it went
This
straight
guy?
into my finger, man.
It was probably going about 20 miles
And
an
I was
hour,
like 12,
maybe
13. But the,
No, probably
didn't-
15 miles an hour.
we didn't go, it was not 15.
Easy ground ball though.
But we did not go to the doctors for a while because it was not 2 days. It was a week about. Because, I mean, I tried saying. My mom didn't think it was broken. She didn't know what was wrong. I tried telling her I think something's broken on it. Is that the guest again? I thought it was broken. No one really believed me. And it was really funny. Right before my game, with all my family, we all went to Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And I was
remember.
chomping down those breadsticks. And I had like 2 left. And I was like, save them for me. Because I have a game. I didn't want to eat them all. Right when I got home, my cousin walked up. He's like, do you want your breadsticks? I was like, yeah.
I thought
I
they
finished
ate
them all. No. Maybe they did, and they just gave
Yeah,
me
that's what I was
theirs.
saying.
But
I
I
could've sworn they
vividly
ate them.
remember having a breadstick while I was crying.
I remember I had my chicken Alfredo. So I don't know why I was eating before a baseball game. I never do that.
Yeah, that was a really dumb idea. I was like,
I think that's
I
why
ate-
you broke your finger. 'Cause you ate so many breadsticks before you.
I had like 3 bowls of.
You probably
Alfredo.
would have been
It's really
quicker
bad.
to getting the ball if
Okay.
if you didn't eat that many breadsticks.
It wasn't even that I was late. I just couldn't field a ground ball back then. Back then, I could only play outfield.
There wasn't even a trash can there, dude.
Yeah.
Who are you talking
There's no,
Not a
there's no
trash
trash
can,
can.
bro.
You just are you littering?
Bro,
You just threw it at the wall.
bro, what was that for?
No, I threw it at a trash can.
There ain't no
There's
trash can.
bro.
Okay.
Yeah, Grady, in the same go-kart that he burned.
Oh yeah.
You're driving. You could say.
Um,
You could tell us.
So we were driving and we went around a lap and we like went over like a rock or a bump or something, and then we go around one more time.
Oh, well, yeah, that one.
Oh, and then we go around one more time, and there's just a battery on the floor. Like, where did that come
like,
from?
like a car battery.
Yeah, it was the go-kart
It was a
battery.
go-kart battery, and we're like, what in the world? How are we still driving? But I guess all you need the battery for is to start it.
Yeah,
But-
we didn't know that. at
and
the
then
time.
we picked it up, and we went back down to the garage and fixed it up, and then we put it back in there. And I don't know if it was a different day or same day.
It was a different day.
A different day.
It was probably
We were
the next
driving.
day.
We drove around the lap, and I'm like, Ollie, let's go out to the field. We can do some donuts. So we went
The
around.
field.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
this.
one side, it's actually slanted like this, and then there's this little hill, and then it's slanted like that. It's a really odd field.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's just do some donuts. So I was driving, and we did 1 donut, we did 2 donuts, and the 3rd donut.
I was like, I
It
don't
just
like
went.
this.
And I was like, okay, let's go back on the trail. And I'm like, let's do 1 more. We did 1 more, and we flipped over onto.
On my side, and us two are bigger, so my leg was outside the go-kart,
Yeah,
and we rolled to the side.
we thought we were gonna roll all the way down the hill.
Yeah.
Because it
And
was like
so,
a big hill.
While all this was happening,
No,
we
right
all
before
had.
it. Right before we made the.
Oh yes,
and, like,
right before this thing happened, we each had our own walkie-talkies,
Yeah.
And it was because of the battery.
and it was because of
Yeah.
the battery coming out. We thought, okay, if there's something bad that happens, code red, and you say code red, and
And the
then
other 2 guys will
the
come
other
help.
2 will come up and help. And so,
I'm just yelling.
and so what happened was,
I'm yelling to the walkie like, "Oh, red guys, we
but
need
it's
your
like
help!"
he's mumbling it because they're upside down.
I screamed it. I think
And
on our
Ollie,
own.
yeah, Ollie just
I was like,
screamed.
help me! We flipped! Help me!
And me and Nolan at the time were like, no way. Because, like, no, I'm pretty sure it was the same day that happened.
I thought it was.
The
Because,
battery thing?
yes, because the
made
code
it
red
because of
happened,
that.
and then we were like, no, we need
had, like,
walkie-talkies.
Code green, code yellow, code red.
Like green
Like,
isn't like
certain
as bad, like the
scenarios.
battery was falling out.
Yeah.
And then yellow was like
yeah.
if you
Okay.
Yeah,
hit
crash into a
hit
tree or
something,
Yeah.
and then the worst would be you flipped or it exploded
yeah.
or caught on fire.
throwing shade.
And so
like throwing flames.
And
Yeah,
so,
literally.
after that happened, after the battery happened, we told him, code red and stuff. And so the same day, not even a couple hours later, that happened, and we were like, me and Nolan look at each other, we were like, what? Code red already? Like,
And then
that's
they're
not
like,
happening.
oh wait, we gotta go. And they just
And
started
then, yeah,
sprinting up the hill.
We started sprinting up there, and we saw, like, it was, like, on all of her. We were
Yeah,
like,
so I
yeah.
got out and I had to like climb through the bars.
Grady tried lifting it up on his own, and he couldn't.
And I'm like, bro, I can't budge Ollie. You need to get your leg inside the go-kart so it don't decapitate it.
I thought. I don't
And
know.
Eli and
How
Nolan
did I
came and we
not
just
break
flipped
it?
I don't know. And then we just came over and flipped it back over.
We'll show a
Remember,
picture of
you
what the
broke-
go-kart looks like now. Hold that.
What after it caught on fire?
Oh,
And got crushed by a
Yeah. got crushed by
and
a tree.
fell on it because
after it caught on fire, it
We
just
didn't move
stayed.
it. We just
yeah,
left it there.
it just stayed in that field, and we never moved it. But right near the field was a tree that needed to get cut down.
And
cut
the
down
guy
the
just
tree.
pulled it right down on top of it.
Yeah.
Straight down on top of. Granted, the go-kart didn't work.
Yeah, we
anymore.
didn't care about it, but it still kind of looked cool. But now it's crushed.
Now it's crushed, and like all the hopes
And
dreams
burnt,
are also
and-
crushed.
Well, because when it burnt, you could probably still take some parts out of it. Now
Yeah.
the tree fell like on the back half of it,
Yeah,
so
it crushed
everything's
everything.
gone.
But,
Yeah, that was
that was
really good
pretty
times.
crazy,
Yeah.
That was.
We used to
that was a
ride the
while
go-kart
Yeah.
like
ago.
every single day.
We need to get a new one.
Yeah.
But we are kind of big. We can't.
No, I mean
If
if
we
we
had-
need to get a 4-wheeler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say 4-wheelers are probably way better for that.
And you won't flip as easily. Yeah, you won't flip as easily.
Unfortunately, yeah, you can flip on a 4-wheeler.
Yeah. Dude,
But yeah.
back then we were so stupid.
We were.
Yeah,
Because Eli loves being dangerous.
Yeah.
That quote of the year.
quote of the decade.
Yeah, quote of the decade.
We were
Quote
just
of
in the
century.
woods and Eli's like, I love being dangerous.
Because
What
you
did
know
I
what,
do
Fred,
after
you were
that?
swinging on a
You were
vine.
swinging on this vine that looked like it was about to break. It was like that thin.
Oh,
Yeah.
And we're like, Eli, that's dangerous. He's like, I love being dangerous.
Yeah, and I still did it.
And then we remember when Hunter went through the ice.
Oh
Bro,
my
that was
gosh!
hilarious.
We'll actually roll that
Yeah,
clip because we have a video of it.
Everything. Every
have
bad
a-
thing we almost
We have a video of it.
Except for the go-kart.
We'll
No
roll that
problems.
real quick.
So it's not a beach anymore. Hunter, come here, give me your hand.
Wow,
So
that
as
was
you-
a crazy video.
Yeah. So as you can see in the video, this kid,
Our
his
friend
name is
Hunter.
Hunter. He's walking on top of the ice,
Metal detecting. 'cause
metal
like,
detecting, because
On ice.
on ice. Who?
What you gonna get?
Some fish. And so he's metal detecting on the
Bro
ice.
lost his hook
And
in
Nolan's
there.
wearing the GoPro, so Nolan's
Super
also
sick.
metal detecting, and he's just kind of
Not
like
on the ice.
not on the ice, but on shore. And so he's like doing it. And what happened was he's metal detecting on shore, Nolan is, and then he looks up for a quick second, looks at Hunter, and then like as he's going back to look down at his metal detector, he gets a glimpse, and the camera gets it, and it's just Hunter going straight through the ice.
That was so funny.
And it goes, he's like walking, like stops, and it just goes, and falls
like-
in.
It's like 17 degrees out there, so
it
it's
was like
freezing.
it was 17 degrees outside.
And
It
he
was
had
like
jeans
this
on.
much ice, like it had no ice on it, and he falls through it. And once he falls through it, he it's like a dog in water. He's like
Yeah, the video.
like crawling out of it. We finally get him out, and he's like
Yeah, he's like
and he's a
freezing.
small kid, so like he's
He's
like
really
shaking.
small.